So I was talking earlier about how I haven't been feeling well, and my appetite. Y'all know I went through the stomach virus over the weekend. My daughter had it too, so it was like a legitimate stomach virus. But I also think this is a part of deliverance, and I think some of y'all might be going through it as well. This might give you a little bit of clarity. My appetite has just, even since being sick with the stomach virus, I feel better, right? But I feel like I just want to gag at the thought of food. I've tried to eat though, so I can keep my energy up. You know, I have kids and stuff. I have a house. I have to clean. I have to be able to do things, you know? And so I've been trying to eat just a little bit, but I can't. And last night I had this dream, and this dream was absolutely disgusting, y'all. Like, absolutely disgusting. But it showed deliverance, okay? Deliverance taking place. And, you know, with this heart thing that's going on right now, and a lot of us, remember I posted a video yesterday, maybe, about it's not just our spouses that are in the classroom right now. We're all in the classroom together. And God is doing this, you know, heart thing where, you know, you might be having dreams lately that you thought might have been coming from the enemy, but it's not. It's God exposing your heart. So you might have a dream about your spouse that they're doing something that in the past, previously, would like really make you mad and upset. And so you wake up mad at your spouse, but like God, it may not be the enemy. It may be God showing you what's still in your heart so that you can cleanse it. So right now, and I saw that someone had mentioned in the comments that there was another prophetic voice that was having like stomach problems and right now and stuff. And I know there's things going around, but spiritually speaking, I do think that God right now is doing deliverance, like a mass deliverance, and specifically like even health related too, because I posted a word not that long ago, just a few weeks back, how God, and there was scripture with this, God was setting the captives free, the prisoners free, right, from this imprisonment that they've been in. And it was like, I had a dream where I was in this hospital and there was this doctor, and it was not Jesus, right? I was looking around and there was all these patients in this hospital that were like having ailments, sicknesses, diseases. They were just like being held captive there with a lot of issues, right? Bondage. And I went into the doctor's room and I saw the doctor, and he was like, "Hey, how have you been?" But it was he looked put together, well put together. But anytime I've seen the enemy in my dreams as a like man, like a human version, he never looks like the enemy, okay? He looks like a very well put together man. And that's what this doctor looked like. He looked like him. But my spirit and dreams can read other spirits. I don't know how to explain that. Like, I'll know somebody is who they are. I'll be able to identify them through their spirit. My spirit can identify their spirit, right? And this guy was not Jesus. He was not my doctor, okay? This guy was the enemy keeping people bound. And, you know, I had went into the actual hospital like a few days after this dream, and God gave me a whole word out of it and basically gave me that scripture where he was setting the captives free, right? And I have a feeling, and this idea just hit me this morning, that, you know, he may be having to put us through a deliverance process as he is setting us free from the enemy, any illnesses, any sickness, any whatever it is that has had us held bound to the enemy. It's a deliverance process, and we may be feeling it. You may be feeling it. I know I'm feeling it physically, okay? It's a deliverance that's happening, but it's happening physically, like too. Like you can actually feel it. And so, you know, and even like you can feel your spouse's, like, you know, something had happened with my spouse yesterday, and before I even knew about it, all day I was having the worst anxiety. and I couldn't figure it out. I was even like rebuking the enemy. I was like, you know, God, lift this off of me. What is it? I thought it was me. It was like this heaviness, this anxiety in my chest and stuff. And I was like, what is this? And then come to find out, you know, it wasn't me to begin with. So, you know, just pray about it, seek God. But there is, I think, a deliverance right now that's taking place. And I don't think that I'm the only one going through this. And it's taken place in multiple areas. Like I said, it can be with sickness, you know, something that you may have been struggling with. It's getting cleansed out. Your heart, if there's certain things that were in your heart, that's being cleansed out. You may be feeling closer to your spouse as of this week, you know, specifically. You may be feeling that, if the word I posted earlier was for you about new week, new vibe, vulnerability. If you've been feeling like you, out of the blue, want to be vulnerable with your spouse, right? Like you want to be vulnerable with them when you haven't been in so long. You know, you just feel spiritually like you're going back to a place to where you were at some time ago and haven't been there in a while, right? That is because your heart is getting cleansed and you're becoming purified. Yeah, there's deliverance taking place. And so, yeah, take it back to God though, but this may speak to you and give you some sort of clarity. I don't know. I will say the dream that I had last night, I don't know if y'all want to hear it, but it was disgusting. Okay. It's straight up gross, but it was lizards. Okay. And lizards represent the enemy. And I was pulling them out of my throat. Okay. And the thing is, they were coming out. This was so realistic, and it still got my stomach turning today. It was so realistic. It was coming out piece by piece. The whole lizard wouldn't come out. It was like his organs would come out, right? It was like an organ and the bodily fluids from the inside of the lizard. Because it was like I would go to pull it out, and the lizard would rip open, right? It would lip, and then it was so realistic. I can't even, But what God was showing me with that is a deliverance is taking place, right? But it's being dissected piece by piece. And that's why this is like a slow deliverance. This is lasting for more than a day, right? You've been having this maybe going on for a couple days. It's a dissecting. He's dissecting it piece by piece out, right? But lizards can represent the enemy. I mean, they look like little alligators, which the enemy, right? Anything reptile, really, like reptilian equals enemy. So, yeah. Again, take it to God. But I pray that this reaches the right people that it needs to reach at the right time. And yeah, I will see y'all in my next video, whenever that may be. Okay, bye.